So when it comes to building a home, everything from the architect all the way through choosing product, this doesn't make things any easier for people.
Right.
So what are the builders saying? How are they able to cope with what's happening with pricing and the demand that still exists?
Right. I think, again, it does go back somewhat to the interest rates still being low. I think it goes back to being able to customize a little bit. And like you touched on earlier, the inventory isn't necessarily there for people looking. And if somebody wants something, or, they have the time that they can wait to build, but they know exactly what they want, then new construction can help them get something more specifically, rather than getting something and having to make more changes to an existing home or something like that.
And I imagine this adds a lot of frustration to everyone involved in the transaction, from the client all the way to the builder. But from what it seems, everybody is doing their best to be able to keep things under control and make sure the projects are getting done as quickly as they can.
Right, absolutely. I think that the most important thing as a customer is just be aware of what's going on in general in the industry, and just know that it's not on the builder. It's not the builder's fault that the lumber is behind, or that the siding didn't come in, or the windows didn't come in, and everybody's working to get this house finished. And it's patience right now.
And I think that's an interesting point for anyone who is considering to build a home. There are so many factors involved in building a home. You mentioned, product,
Right.
weather, the contractor. You have an architect that's involved. You have a developer that could be changing things. You have to deal with Lucas County. So that is something that the consumer really needs to consider before they want to go down that road.
Right, absolutely. A lot more goes into the timeline than what I think the everyday person realizes. Just like you said, even with the counties, the permitting, the inspections can be behind. And if the inspector doesn't get out to inspect your house in a timely manner, that sets everything else behind on the schedule. So again, it goes back to patience.
Well, and I think there's some good news on the horizon. I saw that lumber futures have recently come down. So I have a few clients actually that are building a home. One of them saw a dramatic increase in what the price was going to do if they were going to start building immediately. And they decided to at least put a hold on their lot. They've got that held for them. And sure enough, prices have started to come down.
Yes,
so hopefully things will get back under control and back to where it was 6-9 months ago.
So we all want it to be back to normal, right? That's what we all keep saying, normal.
Exactly. Guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been Coffee with Eddie. My name's Eddie Campos with RE/MAX Preferred Associates, and my guest has been Executive Director Jennifer Lynch with the Toledo HBA.